Welcome to this team mini golf tournament. Steven and Tommy versus Eddie and I. This is going to be good. It's a two-man scramble, so you both putt and then you play from the better putt. Once you're holed, that's your score. Steven's putt just misses Tommy on a good line. It drops in for a hole-in-one. What a start for the Steven and Tommy team. Eddie and I up next. Can we get a hole-in-one here to start? This is going to be a battle. The rivalry on the same team here. Going to be interesting. My putt comes up short, Eddie. Does he have the line? No, comes up short as well. We're out at Congo River in Bonita Springs, Florida. Eddie going to tap it in for our two. Down one to start. On to hole two. Steven, his putt off the back wall. Still some work left from there. Can Tommy get it closer? His putt gets a bounce, ends up farther away than Steven, so they're going to go with Stevens. My putt, playing it off that right wall. Got a bounce. Could not get a bounce off the back wall. Eddie, need Eddie to put one close here. His putt rolling around just inside of mine. Go with Eddie. Steven for their two. Missed it. So putting the pressure on Tommy here. Tommy's putt on the way and missed it as well. Oh no. Gonna tap it in for their three. Up to four. Eddie to tie it up here. Missed it short. Wow. So putting the pressure on me. My putt for our two. Got it to go. All tied through two. On to hole three. Eddie leading our team off. His putt gets a bounce. We have an angle for two from there. I can take a little risky line. My putt rolls by. A lot of green behind the hole there. Tommy rips it off the rock, bounces back. Oh no. Steven needs to hit a good one here. His putt off the rock. Got a good roll. Would have went in the water, but it rolls by. Tommy. For their two, they went with Stevens. Missed it to the left. Steven. His putt on the way. And what a save there from Steven. Up to six. We went with Eddie's. Eddie's putt here. Lips out. My putt. Can I save our team? On the way. And rolled it in to stay tied. This is going to be a battle. On to hole four we go. Eddie's putt here. Hits the rock and comes up short. My putt. On the way, hits the rock there. Nearly goes in. Got a good bounce off the back. So we're going to go with mine, Tommy. His putt. Rolling around the wall there. Down by the hole. Steven. Steven's putt makes it through. Can he get a bounce? He does. Nearly goes in for a hole-in-one. Tommy thought that one was in. Steven going to tap it in for two. They're up to eight. My putt for two. Got it to go. All tied through four. Who's going to make a mistake? On to hole five. My putt here. Just miss it to the right. Can Eddie get a hole-in-one for our team? His putt on the way. Missed it to the left. Bounces back. He thought it was going to break to the right. Tommy. Hole-in-one to take the lead. Too much speed. Lips out there. Wow. Steven. His putt on the way with some speed as well. Hits my ball away. Wow, they're going to go with Tommy's. Tommy going to tap it in for two, up to 10. My putt here for two. Got it to go, still all tied. On to hole six we go. I'm leading us off. My putt makes it through. Needs to break back down towards the hole and stays out to the left. Eddie. His putt here. Rolling through. Gets a bounce. It nearly goes in for a hole-in-one. He wanted that one. Steven and Tommy a chance to take the lead. Tommy's putt misses the hole. Rolls by there. Steven. His putt on the way. Does he have the line? Got a weird bounce, rolling back down, and no, not gonna find it. Eddie gonna tap it in for 2. We're up to 12. Steven for his 2. Got it to go. Still tied. On to hole 7. Cool hole here. My putt. Needs a bounce. Misses the wall there. Bounces back. Down by the hole. Eddie. Hole in 1 would be huge. His putt needs a bounce. Same bounce for Eddie. Ends up right next to me. Tommy. His putt on the way. Does he have the line? Missed it to the right. He got a bad bounce to the left. Steven. His putt rolling through. Needs a bounce. Got the same bounce as Tommy. Off to the left. My putt for 2. Got it to go up to 14. Tommy. His putt. Rolls it in. Still all tied. On to hole 8. Will someone take the lead here? A cool hole. My putt rolling down. Needs a good bounce. Gets one, but stays along the path there. Eddie going the other way. His putt rolling down. Does he have the line? Misses the hole and gets a soft bounce. Ends up next to me. Tommy taking the same line as Eddie here. His putt rolling down. Misses to the right. Gets a bounce back. Almost a hole in 1 there from Tommy. Steven. His putt rolling around. Misses. Hits off Eddie's ball. Eddie's not happy. Tommy gonna tap it in for 2 up to 16. Eddie. We went with Eddie's there. In for 2 as well. Still all tied. On to hole 9. My putt here. Missed it to the left. Needs a bounce. Rolling along the wall. Eddie. His putt going up to the left. And no. Gets knocked back down. He can't believe it. Tommy taking the same line as Eddie. Gets it around. Needs a good bounce here. Could not get it. Ends up next to me. Steven. Hole in 1 to take the lead through 9 holes. In this team tournament. No, could not do it. Got a good bounce off Tommy's ball there. Going to tap it in for their 2. Up to 18. My putt here for 2. Got it to go. We are all tied through 9. On to the back 9 we go. On to hole 10. I'm leading us off. My putt rolling around. Drops in. Eddie confident it's going to go in. And no. Missed it. That would have been cool if it went in. Eddie's putt. Can Eddie get a hole in 1 here? No, he got stuck. Eddie can't believe it. He was ready to celebrate Tommy. Hole in 1 to take the lead for Steven. And Tommy hits off Eddie's ball. Maybe it goes in. Tommy's ball just misses on the edge. Wow, just a lot going on there. That was cool. Steven, his putt rolling around. Rolling down. Can he find it? Rolls in. And no, missed it. Wow, thought we were going to have a hole in 1 there. Both teams in for 2 up to 20. On to hole 11. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the mini golf tournaments. It really helps us out. Eddie's putt misses. This is a 2-tier green. My putt misses as well. Rolls past Eddie. Tommy, his putt on the way. Off the wall, missed it. Nearly went in there. Steven.
Come on.
Off the wall, and nobody makes it in. Steven for their 2. Drops in. Can he find it? Rolling down. And yes, drops in for 2. Up to 22. Putting some pressure on Eddie and I. Eddie's putt. Missed it. Oh no, my putt. On the way. Got it to go. Need this one to fall to stay tied here. No, comes up short. So Steven and Tommy going to take a 1-shot lead through 11 holes. 7 holes to play. On to hole 12. Tommy's putt here. Misses the hole. Another 2-tier green, kind of. Steven missed it to the left. Giving Eddie and I a chance. Eddie His putt missed it to the right. A tricky little putt there, my putt. On the way. And no, missed it to the right as well. Gonna tap it in for 2. Rolling down. Can I find it here? Slows it up, rolling down, and no, not enough speed. So it's up to Eddie. Eddie taps it in. Rolling down. This would be a clutch 2 here from Eddie. Needs a bounce off the wall. Somewhat got it there. Good. Steven and Tommy gonna both tap it in at the same time. Will one of them find it for a 2? Chasing each other down. Tommy's gets slowed up. On a good line, no, hits the wall again. Steven ends up down by the hole. So they're gonna go with Stevens. My putt here for 3. Rolled it in up to 26. Good save there for Eddie and I. Tommy in for 3, up to 25. On to hole 13, 6 holes to play. Tommy's putt just misses for a hole in 1. Steven, his putt hits the wall early, gets another bounce, rolls up the slope back down. And no, not on line. Steven gonna tap it in for their 2, up to 27. Hole in 1 for Eddie and I here would be huge. Eddie's putt on the way, just barely makes it over. Up by the hole, my putt. Rolling up, gets a bad bounce and no, comes up short. Wow. So we went with Eddie's. Eddie for our 2, rolls it in. A great putt there from Eddie, up to 28. On to hole 14. Tommy's putt just misses for a hole in 1. Steven, his putt on the way. Gets a bad bounce and gonna come up short along that right wall. Eddie, his putt rips this one. Needs a bounce, ends up down by Tommy. My putt. Going with some good speed here. Hits the wall. Missed it to the right, but stays there by the hole. We went with mine for 2. Too much speed. Oh no, putting the pressure on Eddie. And no problem for Eddie. Almost missed it to the right, but we're in for 2, up to 30. Tommy rolls it in for their 2, up to 29. On to hole 15. Tommy's putt here. Drops in. Rolling down to the right. Rolling around. Drops down. Can he find it for a hole in 1? On a good line, and no, just missed it to the right. Thought he had it there. Steven, his putt, rolls it in. Rolling down to the right around. Drops in. Can they find it for a hole in 1? Steven's putt rolling down. And same thing for Steven. Just missed it on that right side. Eddie, his putt missed it to the right. He's not happy. Stays right there. My putt taking a little shortcut. Made it in. Hole in 1 would be huge. Rolling down. Need this one to go. On the way. And no, rolls right over the edge. Could not believe it. Gonna tap it in for 2. Eddie and I up to 32. Still a chance for us. Need some clutch hole in 1s coming down this stretch. Steven and Tommy up to 31. On to hole 16. A 3-tier green here, and Tommy's putt misses to the right. Comment how you feel about the team tournament. Haven't done one in some time. Steven's putt missed it to the left. Eddie, his putt on the way. Thought he had it, but no. That would have been huge. So it's up to me. My putt off to the left. And no, not going to find it. Eddie and I both going to tap it in for 2. Rolling down. 3-tier green here. Onto the second green. Both putts roll out. Not going to find it. Steven and Tommy both going to tap it in at the same time as well. Chasing each other down. Rolls out. And same thing for Tommy and Steven. Tommy for their 3. Missed it. Look like the cup is raised there. Gonna make this a tricky putt. Steven rolls it in. Can he find it for their 3? Rolling down on a good line, and yes, in for 3. Huge putt there. Wow. My putt. Rolls in. Need this one to stay down. Just one. And no, missed it to the right, so it's up to Eddie. Eddie, his putt, makes it in. Can he find it for our 3? To stay down 1. No, missed it to the left. Wow. Gonna tap it in for our 4. Eddie and I now down 2. 2 holes to play on to hole 17. Tommy's putt here misses against the back wall. Steven, his putt needs a big bounce. Got a bad bounce there. So Eddie and I have a chance to make a shot up. Maybe 2. We can get a hole-in-one here. Eddie's putt missed it to the right. Bounces back in front of Tommy. My putt. Rolling around, playing it off that wall. Had the line, but not the speed. Gonna tap it in for 2. Up to 38. Tommy, his putt, missed it to the left, so maybe a chance here for Eddie and I to get a shot back. Steven's putt makes it. Wow, Eddie knew it was in as it was halfway there. Eddie walking to the next hole. We need a hole-in-one here on hole 18. My putt rolling down. Missed it to the left. Eddie, his putt. Can Eddie finish it off with a hole-in-one here? Rolls down quickly. And a soft bounce off the back wall. Steven and Tommy going at the same time. Rolling down. Tommy's putt misses. Steven, his putt rolls out to the right. And that might do it. Eddie and I both going to tap it in for 2. A 40 for Eddie and I. Tough round there. We wanted that one. Steven and Tommy, you're champs in this team tournament. Congrats, Steven and Tommy. Little handshake there at the end. Make sure to like and subscribe.